Huh.
Not a bad idea.
Because, like, who can truly try every single mouse for long enough time to even, like, you know, to know if they like it? And then on top of that, you hire experts, mouse experts, hand experts, maybe. Ooh,
Hand expert.
this could be something.
I think everybody here is a hand expert. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Thank you so much, Dash. Oh my god, we actually made it to 3 maps. I don't have any data for this. I didn't do any research for this.
Well,
I mean, what do we even do?
Well, all you need to know, Dan, is that Sentinels are insane on Haven. They win this map a lot. Phoenix is picked by Sick. Oh wait, that didn't happen actually. So, and then also, oh wait, on the other team they have a Sky, whereas typically they only have 1 initiator. So both of these teams have unique comps that they're busting out for the 3rd map in an insane series. I am so excited.
Yeah, I'm
Did.
from them.
Here we go.
Sentinels and Furia here. You couldn't ask for any more up until this point. Here we go.
Here we go indeed. And if you look at Furia on the attack side now, they're spread out in this base setup. They're across the map. They're just
The
trying
same
to
comps?
feel out any
No.
aggressions from Sentinels. And Sentinels will aggress.
Dapper on that
Right now with these
Cypher.
3 players. We have the gravity well right in the center. We have the smoke to
That's
block
like
out
the most
attackers.
standard
They will
thing
get
for him to
you
play.
from
What do you
the
mean?
A lobby at
No,
the
I know. I just
Oh, you just said it.
that's the difference, right? Or no?
No, Dapper was Cypher last.
No, I'm saying the difference of the 2 comps here.
Will inevitably
Oh.
be used to clear out
Killjoy
that
as well.
if the other team
That's
wants to
yeah,
take
that's
that.
what I'm saying. The 2 Sentinel
We
diff.
actually had Furia
Oh.
sending the guiding light down.
That's all I'm saying.
I was.
I just worded that poorly. Yeah,
No,
you're right.
I didn't. No, I didn't even say that. I just didn't catch on. I didn't know where you were going with it.
Got it.
That's on me.
It's going to be a C split coming in.
Nah, that's on me, dude.
Rather from Furia.
Nah,
Dapper's
dude, it's
gonna
on me.
spot that one. Zombs has that backside control still. In fact, good
Oh,
access
no.
here to
This is the
site still
frenzy.
from Sentinels, and this is not a strong
You watching me?
situation for Furia to say the least. They're going to back
What?
out of Garage.
No.
They're going to try
okay.
to find another way to a different site.
Yeah, they're going to go into this B side, it looks like. But the Spike is having second thoughts. The Spike is moving towards A. A little bit of miscommunication there maybe on Furia's side. They are now stuck outside.
Well,
of
I'm
the side. The space is
hungry.
off.
We're just hung.
Time,
That works
actually,
too.
40 seconds.
No, I'm hungry actually.
However, there is a push on a long
God,
at the same
Astra's
time,
so annoying.
Right now,
Getting sucked off
Yeah,
constantly.
Astra's so fucking good.
oh, there goes the
Oh,
Valorant
like
in.
that's
That
not.
right click.
That ain't right.
Shots coming through very
Right
quickly
click,
for
mate.
The right click ain't
Baby.
right.
So very quickly from Amazing, just
Ooh,
holding
I
that
like.
position down.
Oh,
There's access now.
no, they're not gonna do it.
to
They had the read, but they gave up the
Furia
read.
wants it.
But they think Tens is over there, Dan. They don't know where Tens is. He's going home right now.
Yes!
Here he is.
That's him.
NCR one
I heckin'
versus with the frenzy.
Wait.
Finds the 1v1, but he needs more
Hold on.
bullets. Surely 7 left right now on
Imagine.
this. It doesn't get a chance to
The lineup.
reload, and Sig will
Dink,
take him
dink, dink.
down.
Damn, if they went A,
However,
they had it.
planted the
They had the
spike,
read. They
so
could have gotten better post plants. Man,
I'm feeling the
Or do you
force
think
buy.
the force buy is in the
there was
cards?
a chance.
Spike is down. We're on Haven. This is a map where the force buys fly. I would not be surprised at all to see a rebuy come out of Furia right now. But I just want to point out, I'm hearing some chirps over there on the Sentinel side. They're waking up, and they're fiery. I think they've been a little bit quiet all
He bought a
series long.
Bucky?
They've woken up.
Is this a
Absolutely.
set
And
piece
it is the force
strat
buy, and-
play?
And you'd be hard pressed to understand at a
This
quick
is-
glance
From
who actually
10?
won that first round.
They're gonna get him. They might get him into that
Sending
cubby,
it
maybe
to
right
them.
cubby, left
And
cubby.
They're
I don't
going
know.
right into the same setup from pistol round.
There's that guiding light once again, as you mentioned, and we've got a fantastic counterplay early on with the
Oh.
Astra, and that slowed everything down. Sentinels with good position here, but Sig is going to
Oh,
find anything. Yeah,
God.
there it is, able to just capitalize off of the distraction, but
That was
Furia still
terrifying.
get through. Tens is there with the sheriff. I don't know that he was spotted.
Bucky.
I don't
I just
like
watched-
Dan.
what.
He's got the
Oh,
Bucky in the
no, go
corner.
ahead.
The
Say, I don't
Trailblazer
like the
was
Bucky
used
buy.
early. Yeah, NCR doesn't even have a drone. How are they going to get him out of this corner?
I just watched a
We
video
actually
of
have
someone that
Furia
doesn't know how to
position. They
jump.
cut pace, they've cut noise. Eventually, Sentinels will have to ask questions.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I brought that up.
In real life?
Yeah, in real life.
To the C side of the map.
But I want to draw
Literally
attention. Look at
can't
Dapper's
jump
cam and
both-
trick
like,
all
doesn't
the way
know how
the bottom
to.
of C. It's allowing him to cheat a little bit more towards the
Can't
side.
bring
Sentinels
both
are gonna
of her
have 3
feet
players
off the
on
ground
A in a
at the same
4-on-4.
time.
And Tens might be able
I mean,
to get a 1v1.
I believe that.
Sheriff still hits the shot.
Think about if you've never had to jump your whole life, and then somebody tells you jump.
There's no way. That has to be like, honestly, I'm not even kidding. Everybody in the world has probably jumped in their life. That's probably something that we all share in common.
I
don't
disagree.
precisely where he is, but they do have information on the flank. Only 2 on the site. Zoms, one of these players is very low.
Think about it.
Zoms can
The more life goes on in this direction, this way, the less we have to jump. Why do you have to jump?
Why do you have to jump? Well, I mean, you do a lot of things.
No.
I mean, you don't. What do you mean you do? What?
You could go, like, imagine in that video, whoever that person is like, I don't know, 15 or 16 or something.
I don't imagine Sentinels
they're not, but okay.
It would be
Okay, well, anyway, my point is, if someone's young right now, they might not have ever jumped at all. If they're young right now.
So you're telling me you're telling me there are people in the world that have never left the ground fully?
No, you could walk upstairs, but not
No, I'm
jump.
talking about both feet off of the
Yes.
Earth's surface.
Yes.
You're telling me that people exist that have never done that?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Fucking, that is copium to the extreme.
Why do you have to jump in this current world right now? You can walk up steps, sure, but you never have to jump.
All right.
How are you not with me here?
It doesn't. You probably don't even remember that you jumped as a kid.
Yeah, but kids are being, like, born and built diff, you know?
Yeah, but they leave the Earth's surface, though.
Yeah, maybe, like, taking steps.
Probably running through that gravity well, unfortunately.
No, like both feet off the ground into the air.
Well, there's a nebula on the short position, but yeah, Sentinels can...
Tripping is not the same as jumping. I'm talking about actually jumping, people. When do you jump? In this current day and age, you don't.
Any sport,
If you're a kid,
jump.
Oh my
Almost
god.
any sport.
No way a Frenzy just won them that round. Holy shit, let's go sick.
Any, like, sport, most sports at least, you jump.
Okay, but sports are dying, brother. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. You are proving it.
Trampoline?
When you say it like that, it's even...
Oh dear.
Nobody goes on trampolines. Are so dangerous. Nobody goes on trampolines anymore. Nobody buys trampolines. It's a dying product.
Hopscotch?
That's also a dying kids game.
Jump rope?
Probably dying as well.
There we go.
We didn't say it.
Basketball?
We didn't say it. We're safe.
He said it
Like
so
I
we
said,
can have
sports
it.
are dying.
Because we're all thinking it. My God.
For fun?
That's insane.
Nobody jumps for fun.
I feel less bad.
The most logical thing, the
What do you mean sports are dying?
logical thing could be jumping out of excitement as a kid. But even then, you're not thinking you jump. So imagine you jumped once as a kid because you were so excited, and then 15 years go by and you never jumped. Your brain might not know how to fucking jump. That's all I'm saying, man.
I mean, I will literally be on my deathbed, and I will know how to jump.
Yeah, but you're not a kid born in current times or in future times. That's what I'm saying. In like 50 years, some people might not know. A lot of people might not know how to jump.
That's fucking pathetic.
But might actually check it.
I don't think so.
There from Marzen, but there we go. Zoms with the frag.
Well,
3,
agree to disagree.
Sentinels, pretty crazy first few rounds, I have to say. And this is great, though, for Sentinels because they're in a solid spot to stabilize. And for Furia, they haven't been able to establish in the back and forth what their default even looks like. Which
Just being logical here.
Problematic.
Yes, and this is certainly different from the script we've been dealt on the prior maps, Dan. I mean, this is the first lead Sentinels has actually had, you know, a quarter of the way into the match. Every time we would get a quarter of the way into the match, it seemed like Furia was by far the better team. It was very deceiving.
We have 3 players here on the C side for Sentinels. Hunter's Fury and Seeker's available for Furia.
Ooh, yeah. Look at this Shazam.
I can't believe that you guys are completely refusing to even think about what I'm trying to say. Give it a thought for a second. Imagine you're a kid who plays video games 24/7, doesn't play sports, doesn't participate in sports ever, parents are saying, yeah, whatever, fuck it. He doesn't have to play sports. I don't care.
Sick there towards Garage.
I actually don't want him to play sports. Okay.
Yeah, they're threatening C so heavily right now. But with that said, Sentinels don't have vision.
Years and years and years and years go by.
I think that guiding light that just got sent towards A. So if we have a cut of noise right
Someone
now,
says jump. I'm sorry?
second guesses, but well, I mean, they don't have to now. The
Jump.
Sick has come through. That's
I don't know.
All the information. Sick wants to follow it, but he's going to get trapped in the corner, looking to get a lot, but only gets one. And now comes
That person never really left their house, maybe homeschooled.
Absolute madness here towards this
Goes outside very rarely, and when they do, guess what?
I see what you're saying a little bit, but I don't really understand. I mean, I understand that jumping isn't like necessary to life, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
but
you can go your
not
whole
knowing-
life without having to jump these days. You don't need to jump over shit. It's only going to get easier to
Well,
not have to jump.
I mean, that's also not true. I mean, you're talking about like someone that literally just does nothing all day and just stays
Super,
inside.
yeah, so a super sheltered child.
That was so big.
I jump up the stairs every day, to be honest.
I mean, you just can't
It's fun.
deal
Yeah,
with
I
the
skipped
randomness
stairs.
if you run
That's not
into a
jumping
stack
if you
like
just
that, because people
extend
No,
your
I
leg.
go from one to like the first stair to like the fifth stair.
Oh,
with a
like
jump.
you jump the whole thing? That sounds
Yeah.
dangerous as fuck. That's
It
another
is.
thing. Jumping is dangerous.
Well, small jumps aren't.
No.
But also, if you're out
They
on like
are.
a hike, out on like hikes or shit like that, you might need to jump over a creek or something.
That's what I'm
You don't
saying
get
though.
wet.
Most people don't do that shit though these days.
The other thing too is that they are
Says
Like
who?
as a
Says you?
kid I jumped around. Sure, I'm sure you did,
Says,
but
hold on. Says fucking who doesn't do that? You?
just
Yeah,
look,
maybe
just,
you
just-
don't do that.
No, just seeing and knowing the direction of our future. I just use my brain logically. That's all.
Future of what, dude? Of people not leaving their homes ever?
Yep.
Sounds like a shit future.
Sounds like the future.
Where the enemy team has
Just
a
saying.
lockdown next
Call it the metaverse.
because I think they are going to defend A short heavily. Either that or Shazam is going
Whatever,
to
dude.
be ready to counter
I'm just on another level.
and we're going to
Yeah.
really get to see the layers.
True.
Oh, I'm actually kind of surprised.
You do have a fatty brain.
They just got a double.
And the Hunter's Fury come out of
wow.
Shazam too. This is a
Kill, though.
lot
Smooch.
coming in.
Yeah, it really is. I didn't even think that they would use one actually, but here we go. Furia doing the damage even still. 1 versus 1 for NCR. Can he reset? Can he pick something up here? Here goes Shazam with the classic bouncing
Wow,
around the
that arrow
shot.
was
that's
insanely
a
good.
90 right there.
That was
This guy
so
is a
good.
troll.
Oh my god.
It's actually a knife fight.
Did he win?
Yeah.
No?
He has it, Dan.
Wait. No.
Wow.
Did he do enough?
He did.
Oh, it's so close.
Wow.
And he did. My God, it's the thrifty there from Furia.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe Sentinels has lost this round to Furia. The 3v5
Sometimes when I talk to you,
round in the A
I make a lot of fucking sense.
So many
Hold
And
on,
other
I wasn't
times,
done. You're interrupting
ooh,
me.
Sorry.
You're interrupting me. Let me finish first, and then you can respond. Sometimes when I talk to you, I feel like we're watching like two different movies, you know? Like you're watching a different movie.
We're watching
Then
the
I'm
same
watching.
thing, man.
No, I
Oh wow.
We're both watching the same game.
No, but like in life, I mean.
Taking out this single controller, Dan, on Furia's side.
That's such a problem. That is such
Like you're behind and I'm ahead.
No, none of that. Like I think like you're watching like
Like I'm fast forwarding and you're.
I'm watching a documentary
Oh.
and you're watching like
they're gonna try. They flash through from the long position.
Kids Bop.
Shazam is there on the side though to help out. The updraft goes through and he's Xan's found a good position.
Or
So
I'm
there
watching the
is
documentary
a possibility for him,
and
but
you're watching.
not enough
What'd you say?
time.
Kids Bop? I don't even know what that
That's
is.
the
exactly.
coming through. 53 retake here for
So I
Sentinels.
proved my point even more? I don't get it.
Changed so quickly in this
You don't know what something is?
3.
Yeah.
The lockdown gives Furia some space, and Sand updrafted into heaven just now, Dan.
Did they
Oh,
carry it? Well, it doesn't
you gotta hit
matter.
those, Dan.
There's the neural theft coming on through. Just gonna give some very key information around the site there. The default boxes. We'll see what they can do with this. There's the Blaze-Storm pulled out. It's gonna be down to just 1 kill, but there he goes.
Easy dub.
Shutting it
Easy
down.
life.
Spectre again, and another round for Sentinels. And as you said, like Ten's getting these early picks. That has to stop for Furia.
Yeah, he is having way more success in the opening rounds of the 3rd map in the series than we've seen all series long. He's come alive here at the start of the rounds, which is what Sentinels needs out of him on this Jet role.
Looking good for the boys in red.
Just so I can confirm to you, you get what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying,
just don't
but
agree.
That's a different point of. No. I don't. I understand that you think that a lot of people don't need to jump. I understand that. But you're speaking in a generalization. A lot of people don't share that same. Probably most people don't share that point of view that people don't need to jump. You might need to jump, and it's good to know how to jump. There might be situations that you run into life where you're like, oh shit, I might need to jump.
Team like Furia coming into a series like this against a team
True.
like Sentinels, and they're the ones.
So like, why not know?
My point
right?
wasn't. My point wasn't needing to know how to jump or any of that. It was just saying there's gonna be a world where we don't jump at all, ever. That's my point.
I will be dead and gone.
Yeah, no, we'll probably be gone. Yeah, for sure. But I'm saying there's going to be a future where it's very likely that most people don't just jump at all, ever.
But we had a lot of crazy rounds, and so.
Well, what if? Okay, so you're saying like virtual reality?
I mean, kind of, yeah. I feel like the only time you really. I don't know. It's crazy. Think about how kids are going to be raised in the future. That's all.
Well, I'm just saying, probably most people that are alive right now on this earth know how to jump.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Like right now, type 1 in chat if you know how to jump.
But the blades from coming his way right now.
It should be all ones, please.
Holding. He's going to fall back there. They're going to spot him. They know that it's. Well, of course, the Cloud Burst will give it away. Jet is in that carry position, and they are going to capitalize here. Just the Cosmic Divide comes in and looking to go for a plant again. Let's remember, this is a save round here from Furia. And they're using the Cosmic Divide.
So the sports will disappear? I mean, eventually, yeah.
I don't know.
They won't disappear in the way that like you're thinking, though. They'll continue to exist, but in a different form. They won't exist in the form of just, physical sports, running around kicking a ball or whatever. You're gonna be running around kicking a ball, but in a mental space. But you perceive it in a physical way, right? Your eyeballs, or maybe not even your eyeballs. Maybe just all mental. Shit, you could have both ways.
40 seconds left now for them.
God, I would hate that. Honestly, I would hate to see that world.
I wish I'd be alive when that time happens. I don't want to die ever. I want to be plugged into the mainframe. I want to be a little drive, in a stack of PCs or whatever.
Flash comes through. As Zoms to back him up backside. If they have to hold backside control, they can do so. Sentinels are fine.
Listen, this is way more likely than finding a habitable planet and living there. Okay?
There we go.
That's all I'm saying.
It's not true.
That's all I'm saying.
That's completely false. Nobody listened to him.
Okay. All right. All good.
The drone still being available just made that perfect for Sentinels.
Yeah, I gotta say, Dan, there's been a couple rounds so far where I've been casting this with you, and Tens has entered our site. He stacked our site, and I'm not even aware. His rotations are so good. They're just coming in so fast to the right side. He's there. He's getting the entry frag with the short.
What's that? Someone said Hail Hydra.
His rotations are.
I like that guy.
He is the problem. 100% for Furia.
I'm giving that guy a sub. Where is he?
Once again,
you're on a roll today with those.
Yeah, people that, yeah.
Very different look here from Sentinels. They've given up the A site. Dapper playing retake 2 trips down.
There he is.
Kill
Found him.
He can easily get a frag from this heaven position, and you can see Sick pushing the other extremity, gets punished for it.
The question here is, how do Furia play off of that pick? They got over a minute to go. How do they understand that will impact the defensive rotations?
Where'd he go? What was his name? There it is.
Times we've seen them get a clean 5-on-4 on Haven.
I think it is.
So yeah.
I'm assuming my stream's gonna lag when I do this, because for whatever reason I open up a browser and my stream lags.
Now they've left their Jet in short A.
We'll see.
This might be a misdirection play to leave Jet on the lurk.
I really like this here from Furia. Expecting a C split after that early pick.
And y'all say he doesn't read chat. No, I read everything. I just don't respond to everything. You know?
Wow.
Oh, I thought he was getting that third.
Wow. Just stomped, really.
It's just the luck left, and Xan has 3 players to go through and only 20 seconds to do it.
Damn, he
There
is
is the first
shaky.
one, but now they know exactly where he
Old
is.
Zand.
Yep, I call him Asuna.
Looking to hold on to this one. Xan needs a mad dash towards the spike. And they're just shutting him out there with the Nebula. There's nothing for Xan to do.
Wow, what a play from Sentinels.
Yeah, a lot of people think I don't read chat, but I read chat all the fucking time.
Threw a cloudburst on the ground, and me,
No scopes.
just a casual, normal person.
I read chat all the time. I just don't respond to most of you guys because you guys are fucking lost.
You know what? The best player in the
Lost
world
souls
says, I don't need
living
it.
on this
I'm
earth.
gonna no-scope him.
That's okay. It's fine.
Whilst he's inside the cloud.
Just
One way of living, right?
actually
I'm down.
insane
Fuck it.
frag from Tens.
Go.
Oh, he was tracking the muzzle flash.
Yes.
I didn't even realize that
Yeah.
at first.
That's so.
That was kind of weird. Did you see his cloudburst? How he could see the muzzle through the smoke as it landed? So he knew where to shoot? Can you always see the muzzle through smoke? There's no way, right?
Yeah, he's come to life.
Yeah, wait, like poking out? Yeah.
No, he wasn't in the smoke. You just saw the muzzle through the smoke. Like completely. The other guy was on the other side of the smoke and his muzzle was showing through the smoke, so he knew where to shoot.
Okay. Frozen in time.
Is that always like that?
That's the safest
Or
bet
is that
for
just
Furia
because he
right
threw
now.
the cloudburst down right then?
That's very true. That's very true. He has played Yoru a couple
I'm
times.
kind of confused with what you're saying. Maybe because I missed it.
The muzzle flash?
Definitely can't
Yeah.
get any kills or win any
You could see
rounds
it through the smoke.
but
The whole smoke or just part of the smoke?
something for
The-
Tens.
It's clear as day it was coming from his gun.
We've had a lot of pauses.
You can always see muzzle.
Through jet smoke or like all smokes?
I mean, you can always see it. I just don't understand, like, what you mean.
To have a breather. They've been really on the receiving end of some
It
nasty rounds.
didn't look like the gun was in the smoke. It was like a muzzle flash.
They
What I'm
are
talking about.
preventing themselves from
Through
losing
cloudburst.
advantage very early, as they have been in some of the earlier rounds in the half. So I feel like
Didn't even look like he was slightly in the smoke. I don't know.
Is 5 rounds. That would still be
Just a
good
weird
finish
scenario, I guess.
if they would be able to find it.
There's also another weird thing with the jet smoke where before it's about to end, it flickers. So the jet smoke's up and it's about to disappear, but that split second before it disappears, it flickers, so it disappears and then comes back and then disappears. So every time you throw a jet smoke, before it ends, you see a glimpse of what's on the other side, and then it actually ends.
Yeah. I mean, I knew that. I've seen that before.
Yeah.
But this wasn't that.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you could see muzzle. Like, apparently his gun was slightly in the smoke is what chat is saying. But he looked like he was completely out of the smoke because he could see his muzzle clear as day. None of his character, just the muzzle. And then he knew where to shoot that no scope because of that.
Like short A peaks and stuff like that. Because I would, if I was Sentinels, I would be thinking the adjustment is the A control at the start of the round for the default, as opposed to the early mid and C and garage pressure that we've been seeing so consistently. That's what I would do if
Dude,
I
there's
were
another match after this
Tens,
that I
but
just
obviously
don't
Tens
care.
doesn't have to do anything.
Oh, I'm
It's
100%
Tens,
going to take a shit, shaving, and showering right after this.
And then?
I think
And then get some food, probably.
Fuck yeah, I'm hungry.
This first half, playing aggressive into middle. I've seen a lot of plays down out.
You should
of
eat
B,
then.
Out of garage.
Working on it.
aggressive Peaks for information early in the round.
Well, actually, no, this is a lie. I'm not working on it at all. I'm praying that Hannah's working on it.
They're happening from
And if she's not, that's okay.
Swung out of garage, when Sick ran out of B, when
Some Jersey
ran out of
mics,
garage,
dude.
When Tens
Ooh.
peeked out of garage, when Tens
Jersey.
blocking people in B. That's where all of the problems right now are occurring for Furia when we watch them. So, you know, how can they clean up that aspect of their game coming out of this tech pause? And I can tell you, looking at them right now, they're spaced in such a way where they're not focusing on that mid control.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a quesadilla with coming. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but after I ended my stream yesterday, I hosted Hannah, and then I came into her room, and then I said I was hungry, and then she said, well, I can make a quesadilla real quick. And I was like, hell yeah. And she's like, should I stream it? I'm like, yep. So we made a quesadilla with cumin, or cumin. What's it called? Whatever.
That's one of the reasons why the the A lobby control has been
Cumin.
so
No, it's
long
cumin.
as to how teams would default because
How do you pronounce cumin?
I think a lot of the defensive sides figured out great ways to
What?
Cumin. Cumin. Is it cumin?
It's a great way to
Cumin.
I mean,
Cumin?
if the defenders would try to fight for that.
Yeah,
to
cumin
diminish
as well.
that
Is it
early
cumin?
on in a way where it's hard for them to commit. So
Somebody in my
it's
chat
actually
said
such a good way to get
cumin.
to dump a lot.
Cyyoomin. Cumin.
As you pull back as the attackers,
I don't know what that is.
Cumin.
Something
Oh,
like-
it's cumin. Cumin.
That was like one of the reasons
Cumin.
the A controls were so good.
Cumin.
It forced
I don't know what you're
defender
talking
rotations,
about,
weakening
to be
over
honest
the
with you.
other side of the
Whatever.
map.
That's
So
fine.
Yeah.
I was talking about cumin. I thought it was cumin.
So good is this A lobby control. I mean, what they typically like doing is getting 10 set up. Like you mentioned, the short A push. They'll get
There's
them set up,
actually-
short A, looking deep into A lobby. They'll get them
What?
set
Oh,
up
fuck
at
it.
long A,
Cummins
looking
is a
deep into A lobby,
corporation.
and they'll do this with 3 people.
Yeah, cumin
3
is
player
also
utility
the
behind him.
whatever
And then
that
they'll
spice or
evacuate
whatever that is.
area.
No, that's
Control
cumin.
both the
What, same
sewer
shit.
and the long
Cumin
choke
is shooting
because of the
rope.
fact that he's so aggressive.
So right now, whilst we're still in the pause here, quick, Sean. Okay, well, never mind.
We are out.
I was going to ask you a question, but denied. We've got that C pressure, the orb collected by QCK. Of course, we can see that Xand is the hero Vandal, which actually, that is quite successful. You'd be surprised on the stats with hero Vandal rounds, but still.
Ooh, look at this. The drone from Shaz inside sewer. Laos tends to get super pushed up on short.
Here.
This is very aggressive, Dan, and I don't know. Are they going to dry peek this on?
I love how people he thinks we're lost.
And
I know I'm about to reveal a big secret that everybody knows.
looking to try to get a timing there on that one. Oh, and he's
You
gonna
are?
land that. Nice flick. on
No,
the long
yeah,
position.
I'm about to
Dash
reveal a big
being
secret
available
that I
still.
think everybody knows.
Very helpful indeed. Another one
Well, let's
resets
hear
the
it. I'm
situation.
excited now,
Great
too.
headshot, though,
I
from
wanna see if I know
Arsenal.
it.
The most dangerous
It's
player on the
entertainment.
server. The Shazam, he's picked up the operator. He is no slouch with that one as well. Just demolishing them. They can't get up short at the long position. They're stuck.
That's okay. It's okay if you buy it. It's fine. It's okay if you don't.
Is
We're all
not
here.
enough to finish the round.
Enjoying it.
8-2, Sentinels continue to dominate.
XQCL.
Furia.
I swear to God.
Entertainment,
Sometimes
baby.
Tens, he's stuck in these spots. He's so aggressive.
I heckin'
He's
love
stayed there
Tens.
for
Yep.
so long.
They know.
I thought this.
You're just out here
aggressive
impression
defensive
farming.
one wasn't going to be a mistake.
Well,
All streaming is.
That's
really
all. I
nowadays.
mean, that's all streaming is. You just play to your audience, right?
Yeah, you just literally
You find
farm
what
impressions.
your audience likes, and you just run with it.
The entire
And you
Sentinels
guys
team
think
is
I'm a
there.
fucking idiot, and I love that.
They're locked
Or maybe I
down.
am.
We're
I don't know.
8-2,
That's the fun
and
right there.
We need Furia to come up big here, Dan, if we want this to go deep.
Kind of weird, actually.
Exchange of
I feel
dynamics
like
there in the mid position for both
streaming
teams. Looking to go for a fast Furia.
has definitely
Straight into
changed
Garrett.
quite a
He's got all
bit.
slow rounds, but
Like
you
since
see
you
the pace
started,
and
for
catches their
example.
opponents off
Why?
Dapper.
It's just it's
Goes
more
for
about
down,
impression
very
farming
painful.
than it
Good
definitely
tag comes
ever
in
has
the
been.
hole, can't catch
For
the
sure.
second. And that is
More
Zox
entertainment
alive
side.
for a moment,
Yeah.
providing some
We gotta make a
assistance,
living.
but it goes down, and that's
Or
back
make
side
more.
control.
More's good.
Furia. Stick tries to make his way in on a timing, but can't find it. Dapper, no HP.
You know how Charmin says less and more? That's less is more, sorry? That's not true.
Up at QCK with the denial. Now it's just
Well,
1 versus 2 on
in
the
their
solo,
case, it
and he's
applies.
taking down NZR. They did not expect him so far forward, so fast.
Yeah.
Oh, with the fake and the off angle, beautiful from QCK. Shazam, he took the bait, and that's the 3rd round on the board for Furia.
All right, well, Furia's going home.
And that is a must-win round for Fury right there, Dan. Not only because they needed, a 3rd round in this half, but because now they get to go into the last round with a lockdown. I believe they might even have, they have a couple more ults. I'm not sure if it was the Secret or Hunter's Fury I saw, but they have a lot to work with here. And 4 rounds, if they can get 4 on the board, that's enough for a comeback here.
I totally agree.
So yeah, we have the lockdown, Cosmic Divide, and the Seekers. Those are some spicy ults, Dan.
And got 10s on that short AP. We were talking about this one. Xand has an operator as well. And Sick has spotted. Very lucky to be alive still, I would say. And at the same time, we've got the pressure in through B. It's going to cause some defender rotation. And wow, the lockdown comes in as well.
And oddly enough, this will actually push Tens eventually off of his short A angle. So Sentinels is going to lose a lot of information.
The audio just doubled. Do you hear that?
And they got the Seekers behind it
No,
as
I
well.
haven't
To
muted.
really push the defenders back and allow them to understand how many players.
Someone
can
laughing
wish
in your
direction.
background? What was that?
A lot of information, but can they
Sounded
hold
like
post plan
Kick
here for
W.
Furia? Zom's looking for the late flank.
It was.
It's actually
Was
not.
it? Oh.
No, it wasn't.
Oh
Let's lurk
my
op.
God,
Look at
here
this. He's
comes
op and
Zack.
lurking.
Finds
And then what?
something.
Is Sick
Oh,
cheating?
he finds it just barely onto Sick. Scary stuff here.
Fuck?
Still alive
Yo,
on
Sick
that
might
flanking
check his
position.
check his
Still has to worry about
PC.
that. Pulls out the classic.
What the hell was that?
Swapped out for a rifle. Good stop, but there comes a defuse. Dapper has to come off of it. And can he manage to win this one now in the 1v1? There comes. Oh, he's actually
Lol.
just stuck it to completion.
What?
Because he is an absolute god. Dapper takes Sentinels at the end of the first half, 9-3 in advantage.
9-3 lead for Sentinels. If there was ever a home
This is not normally.
NA spot, it has to be Haven. They've closed out so many series on here before. But this cursed scoreline, Dan.
He heard the scoping. Yep. That's what he heard.
That's a
True.
good question to leave us on for the moment as we throw things back over to the desk to try to answer that one.
I'm not going to touch that question. Not a chance. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching
Oh, he
it.
saw him on the map. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. When someone's on your screen, but you don't like, you catch a glimpse. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, no. That's probably what that was. The radar. Good call.
You know, I usually live in Italy, and when I live there, we say that with time, you know, the wine, it ages, it tastes better as you get along, and I think as we've gotten along the timeline of the map, Sentinels has aged better, it's tasted better as we've gotten along. I think that's something that we expected, though, going into Haven. You and I spoke about the fact that this was a comfortable map for both. Why not go head-to-head on a map you're both good on? I just think Sentinels have found their pace.
Yeah, this is just
Is it possible for me to just get better on 60 FPS?
You can see Tens was a little bit off on a few.
Yes, but you'll always be better on higher. You can be insanely good on 60 FPS. Trust me, you can be nuts. But you can always be better. You will never reach your maximum potential on 60.
I like the way it started.
That's just fact.
We had the initial round win for Sentinels. We had that Furia forced buy on round 2 to take it to 1-1. But then, of course, Sick coming up big with the 3K in round 3. So it felt like the gloves were off between these two teams early on. But as you mentioned, for Sentinels, they found it. They found the answer on the defensive side. And Sick was.
What about 140?
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
currently
I mean, we're
no
using
cap
him,
that we know of.
especially on this map, especially on defensive
Of
side
course,
things,
there's like a.
on a really high ACS. That's something
Of course,
that
there's like a
we've
light
done
cap when
already
it comes
in
to
the start. We know
latency
she's not
versus, you know,
necessarily
with
the
frame
most
rates and shit.
flashiest of players
There's of
like
course a
this
light cap, I'm sure.
defensively, but
Just
she's
like
made
how
it around
wireless
and
versus
the
wired.
utility
It's all the
comes
same shit at
where
this
it
point.
matters.
There's a
I
light
want to
cap,
point out
right?
as well, that Dapper
But we don't
needs
know
to
of the
defuse,
cap
quote
yet.
unquote. I mean, we have a saying in
We could go up to
Australia, say,
1,000
fake.
hertz with 1,000
Why we love
frames.
the cursed scoreline, as the boys said.
It might be slightly different from 500, or it might be huge. I don't fucking know. We're not there yet. I think we're at like our next set of monitors is going to be 400 or 500 hertz. So we don't know how high that goes. Eventually, it'll kind of lightly cap out, but it'll never hard cap. I don't think.
Yeah, Sentinels are sitting pretty now with a 9-3 first half. They move to the attacking side to try and lock it up. We'll see if they can do just that as we toss it back to DDK and Sean Garris one more time.
Thanks so much, Dash. Oh,
Isn't
yes,
360
this
next?
is
No,
the
I
end of
have a
the series,
360
the
hertz.
last half, map 3, and
Or
Furia
Hannah has
really
it now,
held their
actually.
head up
I
here,
used
but
to use it, but now
I
she does.
would be, I think, very silly if I counted them out at this point.
Absolutely, but I don't mean to cut you off here, Dan, but they're keeping up the aggression despite being down 9-3. This is exactly what you want to see out of Furia right now. Hexan's all the way down mid, has all the input.
Is it because lower FPS has input lag?
They
Yep.
haven't done anything, so there's not.
The higher you go, the better it gets. We don't know what the limit is yet.
Oh, Shazam.
Look at this bait setup.
Don't think he's spotted Xan. He has no idea. What a tap from him. And now there could be even more. Using the Cloudburst to try to get out of that position. Shazam is going to take down QCK. Wow. Sick. I don't know how he had an angle there, but he did. I thought Xan was just home free.
Even with the turret shooting him top B site, Dan. That's crazy. C-splits on. Sentinel's still going into 2 players, though.
Oh! Okay, Khalil shuts down.
Just got rolled right there.
3v3 again. Backside control is with Furia right now. The tap on the spike comes in, maybe to bait a peek, but it's going to be another trade coming through. Martin at the backside still holding it down, able to capitalize. One more to go. It's
Who wins it?
Zoms,
Zoms
always.
knows where the spike is, but doesn't know where NZR is. Trying to force the peek.
Yep.
Oh, he's just looking at absolutely
Some good timing for him to put his crosshair back.
Did you hear that delay?
Yeah.
Coming in hot.
I couldn't tell who was yelling, though.
Was on into everyone. You know, he posted a screenshot of him having like 36 frags on Astra on Bind. This is one that Sentinels, you know, they've been slipping through his fingers all series long. He was so close to clutching several of these rounds. Not this one, though, Zoms. You feel like everything is starting to go Sentinels' way. This is exactly where we expect them to be, but we haven't seen them look like this.
I just want to say, Sean, Sentinels have only won one pistol so far, and they lost to the Force Buy afterwards. So we'll see if that story continues, or if this will be their first clean conversion. We don't have a Force Buy, and it's a stack on C. So
you still been watching Dexter?
Yeah.
Or, you know, I mean, you got to gamble.
Last episode got interesting.
I mean, it's kind of where we expected it to go.
That's true.
But I didn't expect it so soon.
Yeah,
you know,
excited to see it develop.
Yeah, at least we get some time to see what the hell happens. I thought it was gonna be like an end of season bullshit.
Well, the reason that I think it's not is because they're only doing one season.
And then they're gonna make another show.
Maybe. I didn't hear about that. If you did.
Oh, I didn't hear about it either. But I'm just assuming, why not make more money?
Some damage being done, but Sentinels have had
well, this is GG.
2 more rounds to close out this series and move forward. I mean, Furia, they saved pretty heavily, so they should have a good buy. And presumably Sentinels will continue with some of the SMGs, so indeed.
Yes. So Sentinels has a lot of rounds and a lot of money to work with here, Dan. And after this bonus is over, they're going to be very close to several ults, if they don't have them already. So huge hold here for Furia. This is where the road starts to the comeback. They're going to have to stop this A lobby control. It's like blinding over it, but it's actually a fake of an A lobby control. Sick wasted his entire kit. They're really trying to sell this. They're keeping those 3 players there, Dan.
Yeah, that is...
By the way, I should tell Hannah this too, but Hannah would be impressed with me. On my vacation, I went to Lulu, and I spent a stupid amount of money on clothes there.
Lulu clothes are nice.
They're expensive.
True.
I think I'm just gonna say it and fuck it. I think I got like 6 or 7 items, and it was like $887.
Yep. You almost feel scammed. You know?
Yeah, but then you like put it on and you're like, oh, it feels great.
Yeah. At the time though, you're like, what the fuck is this? But you put it on, it's comfy for sure.
Yeah, and they're not giving them the fights. I think that's
this is how much you value that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing a sweatshirt that I bought there, and I'm real comfortable right now. So
crazy indeed. And Miles has been doing a good job of just that backside control in the few rounds that we've seen, so that is a pretty key position.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think him staying alive there, you did a good job pointing this out. He just nested in there, didn't overextend, didn't peek into any of these aimers on Sentinels, allowed the rotate to come in, and then swung out wide. Retook the side with his team, played it perfectly in the Astra roll.
And now Furia has to defend against this big buy again from Sentinels. Xan pulls out the daggers. And there's a Trailblazer coming through from Sick. Down short edge.
I asked how long they last. Well, apparently you're not supposed to dry them, which is kind of weird. They'll last extremely long if you don't dry them. Wash them in cold and don't dry, which is kind of weird.
Air dry, right?
Yeah, but like, who the fuck is actually gonna do that?
A lot of people, right?
Yeah, not me though. Like, what am I gonna air dry? It's like I bought a lot of items here. What if they're all in the wash? I'm just gonna. Where am I gonna hang these things?
From Dapper, he'll get taken down through the nebula, but they've lost that backside control that we said was so key.
Yeah, he just.
I feel like a surprising amount of people still air dry.
Gravity well. That was just all individual coming out of Dapper. The late
I don't.
Divide from Zoms. Disrespect.
Wow. You got so
I gotta
high.
get used to it, I guess.
You got
just spent a pretty penny on this, so.
Off of the back of this. You can see that they can just
Can't let it go to waste.
cozy up behind the cosmic divide here. But Zach comes through another up drop. Can he get more?
Oh my god, this guy is owning. Does he win this? No.
But Zoms, he's got the advantage and he's never given that one up. Match point, Sentinels.
Zoms, another clutch, putting Sentinels on match.
Someone said only. No, that's not a real stat. 2% of the world own a washer dryer.
Just almost
That's not real.
I mean, it's probably
It's probably
not.
not.
Very
It's probably
high.
not very high, but not 2%. Like maybe like 18 or 19 or 20.
But now they are in a very difficult spot.
20's a lot. I wasn't even gonna go that high.
We're going to see the first
20's fair.
I mean, laundromats are still a thing.
And there's none to be answering
That's
with.
still a business.
As a Trailblazer doesn't want to shoot that.
Says who?
Oh no, that's so unfortunate
Because
for
the
Xanyu.
people that use it and own it and make money from it.
But 10 is going to take down NZR. It's beyond hard mode. This is nightmare mode for Furia right now.
Look at the lurk from Dapper as the trip on C that has absolutely just caged Mazin in. And they're not going to him. This is so unfortunate. They're going B.
The Zoms is stuck, I think. I think they know that he's there. I think they got the Trailblazer on him, but he's going to have to use some smokes to get out.
Oh, he's out, yes.
Oh fuck! I'm just laughing. It's not someone said. It's not what someone said. I'm just laughing at what we did in Poland one time because we went to like an Airbnb type setup in Poland for the major instead of a hotel because we stayed there like weeks earlier. And that was before like, you know, orgs and gaming was as big as it was, so we had to front like the cost. That's why we went there to make it cheaper so we could pay for it. And it didn't have a washer dryer, so we washed the clothes in the sink and air dried the clothes on racks, but it took too long, so Trace went and bought like heaters, like industrial heaters, and plugged it into all of the outlets in the room, and the room was essentially just this hot fucking like dryer slash sauna setup, and that's how we were drying.
That's
our
good
clothes.
shit.
Theoretically. That's true. It's possible, Dan.
That's good shit. That's an experience right there.
Oh, that was so fucking funny. That was with me, Sean, Hiko, Semphis, and Jordan.
I am worried because this is like the worst round to lose if you're Furia here. You're trying to they've only got a couple of sheriffs and a Bladestorm and Pens.
So you can see Killjoy has the turret looking down C long. They have the alarm bot on B. They've doubled up Garage and they've tripled A lobby. This is such a cool setup from Furia.
Wait, you were in Poland? What did you think of it? Is what someone asked you. He's literally fucking Polish.
I've been to Poland a lot.
Yeah. They've lost this
lots of times actually.
But you're literally fucking Polish.
Going back into the seaside.
That's probably why, I don't know. All good.
Very early that this is going to be a C hit. You can see it's tagging 10s. You can't even shoot the Bladestorm back at it.
No, we weren't in the freaking room. It was just a bathroom. It was a bathroom that we turned into like a sauna drying room with all the heaters in it. Door closed. Tight. Towels at the, you know, under and the cracks and shit.
But he's so careful. We don't want to feed into this. He's actually chasing. I can't believe it.
It's good.
Back there. There's the B push coming on through. Can Sentinels capitalize off of this one? Not looking like
we didn't do that very long though. We did that. We're fucking idiots, I think. We did that for a couple days because we were there for weeks. And then we were like, why don't we just go to a fucking laundromat? Which is what we did.
They've only got 20 seconds.
So the fact that we wasted, I think Trace returned the heaters after a couple days. I think it was a very quick, like it was like day one. Like we just got there, we found out there's no washer dryer. Fuck, what are we gonna do? Okay, I'll go buy this. We'll get this, put it in, set it up, and then we thought about it, go to a laundromat, and then we returned everything.
The economy working with them, assuming they keep winning, which they need to, and a Prime Gaming flawless. I mean, I would be lying if I said it's not doable. On the defensive side of Haven, I've seen rallies way bigger than 6 rounds.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be...
so is this going to be a comeback, or is they just going to close it out? Because
they'll close it out.
I'm tired of watching a dead match here.
They'll close it out. I don't know when, but it won't go OT.
But it's a quick C push, so Sentinels are going to circumvent this. However, Cosmic Divide and Hunter's Fury for Furia for a retake is strong.
It's so strong, and I love the little things. Look at this overview of the site. Notice how Dapper uses his cage every time where the meta gravity well is, but look at the Hunter's Fury from NCR. The quick retakes coming in.
Double.
It gets 2. Dan Shazam is all alone.
Oh, that's a good dig though from Shazam. Can't finish it off though.
Wait, who's Trace? You see, now I'm trying to think. I might have made Trace up in my head.
Oh, no, yep, there it is. So,
I'm like thinking about it in my head right now. I might have made that up.
slowly but surely,
Is it happening?
and Fury didn't
I don't know.
burn the Cosmic Divide.
Hi.
Only the Hunter's Fury.
No.
Did you make
So
that?
that's-
Correct about that.
that's
You made
very
that?
important.
It's okay. The match is about to end.
No,
I will eat it in just a
That
second. As
Cosmic
soon as
Divide
Sentinels
is
fucking
so
closes this game. Hurry up,
It kind of
man.
helps to shut
Thank
down
you.
those really
I'll be out there in a
fast
minute.
shots, allows you to give up sights from
Hopefully.
retake.
Very good for the A retake. The B retake, it's incredible. If you Cosmic Divide the front of B, same thing goes for C, right? You can put it right in front of the sight box, block off garage.
I respect
So
it.
powerful.
Xander's still trying that short A. It's just not happening.
She
It's
made
never happening.
breakfast.
Never happening.
He's kept the dash up.
Do I really care? Like we know they're gonna win. I might as well just go AFK, eat my food while it's warm, right? Like who the fuck cares? We know they're not gonna choke and lose this.
On the floor, Sean.
Is that,
Xan drops the
But if they
operator.
do, I need to be here.
that is what that was.
I'm trying.
I
My
wasn't
brain-
100%. I was trying to figure it out.
She watched Master Chef to make that for you. So I heard.
Trigger, and they're just going to line up for Xan is just going to the back of the site, somehow dropping the operator. Was that the big brain move? The Mega Galaxy ulti brain play? I don't even know.
Oh my goodness. If
Please,
that-
somebody explain that. Someone tweet us. I don't understand the logic. But
I
they won
hope-
the round.
I'm glad they won that round. That would have been heartbreaking to see them lose that round. You know, even as an NA player, like, I don't want to see Sentinels win like that. Someone just gifted an
But I don't understand why you would drop it there. I mean, if you're swapping out for the
had to fat
rifle,
finger it. He had to fat finger it.
They're gonna
right?
close this round out.
Or did he leave a rifle on the ground? Is that what
I
it
don't know.
was?
You know what? The analyst desk, they can figure
Yeah,
it out.
they can figure that
They
out.
can figure it out. Okay, 8-12. Sentinels timeout. I'm not going to ask you if you're a believer
Yes.
yet. I won't.
Yeah, I'm not going to be a believer yet, actually.
I love how skins are just pay to lose, but we all love it. We can't get enough of it. It's fucking
I gotta say
wild.
this, Sentinels has tried to close this
The brain's
round
weird, huh?
with very fast, aggressive C hits. And now we just saw them go into this A hit. You know, they're just trying to get it done.
I think that's why they made it so that you can't put your own skin on a gun, because
And
if you could put your own skin on a gun, then a lot of people would stop buying because they would just self-skin everything they pick up to default. Because like if you want to be the best, if you're a competitive gamer, you're gonna have everything default, but you don't have a choice if you pick up someone's rifle. So
more and more favored to Furia as this goes on. I'm getting a little nervous.
It's weird, isn't it? It's so
I'm a little
it's,
nervous.
It is a very weird place for everybody to be. Everyone is feeling weird right now, except perhaps Furia, who, I mean, they're in a place where nothing to lose type of situation. You know, well, I said that you can lose a series, obviously, but they're the underdogs coming in here, and they're working from a massive deficit where there's no expectation. They're purely in the round-by-round mentality, and we...
Dude, are they doing it again, Dan? Are they sending it C again? They're just trying to jam it in this site to just get their one round.
And Xan's actually there this time.
Yes.
He's given up on A short finally.
He's top site. He's going to get this first shot in. They have the Killjoy lockdown for the C site as well. Very powerful piece of utility. But this battle is everything for Fury.
all right, this is the last round. I don't care who wins. I'm gonna go eat my food after this. I don't give a fuck. I know Sentinels is gonna close it out here though. If they don't, then I'm gonna close it out later.
Oh my god, that is just disgusting.
All right, send them home. Time to eat. Bless the meat.
Back into garage. This is the first time that Sentinels has had a clean take of this site. No Mazin staying alive. No Hunter's Fury taking players out on the take. Dapper's lurking in mid. There's a big fight. Gets out.
That lockdown needs to be set up here. And everyone on the C-long position.
The lockdown is not being used though, Dan. This is
There it is. It is. Surely it's going to be coming in. There it is. It's in the perfect position as well.
Oh dear, look at this lockdown. It locks on.
This sucks. They might lose.
There's a slither. There is a slither right at the back, just as you say. Can they find a way to manage this though? Tens lining up at the back wall.
Oh my god, never mind. I didn't see that lurk. Let's go. GG.
Very important flank through.
Wait.
There's the hold. There's the stick. Can he find it? Can he find it? Yes, he can. Still Fury are alive. The Red Bull clutch there.
What?
Parenzi are still alive.
You kidding me?
Are you a believer, Sean?
I am a believer, Dan. That is insane. He saves the lockdown, gets the back wall. The late flank comes in. Dapper cannot stop the defuse. It's planted for the box because, of course, isn't it?
Fuck you. Sorry, didn't mean that. How it sounded. I was talking to myself when I said that. Like, I hate sneezing so much. I hate it. It's not a guilty pleasure. Don't let anyone fucking lie to you.
Oh man,
We're back.
this is just incredible. What? Just, oh my god, jumping across. Dapper's running for dear life, classic in hand. That's so tough there because you jump with the classic, expecting him to come off, or do you actually? Well, I mean, he can't come off actually. Or do you spray the boxes?
Yeah. There's no right answer. That is such an unreal scenario. Your two teammates are detained at long. What is this?
Oh man, it's such a beautiful round because when do you ever see that Killjoy lockdown? And it's because they gathered all the information as to where all the post-plant positioning was, which is kind of rare that you have the ability to know that and the presence of mind to do that in such a chaotic scenario. Massive props right now to Furia. I would be a bit I would say that I would be shaken if I was Sentinels, but I've seen them on Haven have games like this, the scrappiest of games, and usually they come out on top.
I mean, 3 rounds against Sentinels. It's going to feel like an eternity if Fury gets this to OT, right? These rounds are going to be hard to win by them. It's going to feel like that round, right? Where every round Sentinels is just going to claw back into it. And Furia just has to, you know, put the foot down and close out these rounds. That was a phenomenal retake. That was so awesome.
Is it over?
By the way,
Oh no,
when we get
tech
these
pause.
little intermissions with
I looked
tech
down,
pauses,
looked
little pauses,
away.
I feel like with the stage
Back.
and the music, it feels like a music video.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, you're not even here.
I kind of want to watch all the colors and the lights.
it's beautiful.
By the angle of your chair and your
for
door
right
being
now,
shut, I'm gonna assume
Furia,
you're in the
I mean,
bathroom.
pauses just pauses in general. It's tough. You've got the adrenaline pumping, coursing through your veins, and you get to a moment when suddenly you don't have the gameplay to focus on. When we talk about experience and dealing with pressure, pressure comes into your mind the most when you're not playing the game. This is why some teams will take timeouts to actually ice the other team and get them into that spot where suddenly they're like, wait, are we doing it?
Wait,
and
you
as
just
soon
went
as
to
those
eat
sorts start to
without
happen, your mental can start to get compromised. So
saying anything?
that's where the experienced
pooping?
teams can survive. And we're asking this question constantly, consistently at Furia. Can they maintain composure in these kinds of spots?
One thing I will say, though, to kind of go to the other side of the coin, something I've noticed a lot as a player and, you know, watching all these games as an analyst is when a player has a big round like that as an underdog, they often have this inflated overconfidence and they'll mess up the next round or 2 rounds later. They're out of the right flow state that they've been in to get in the scenario prior. They're overconfident. So I think these pauses are actually doing a good job of not allowing Furia to enter that state, reset, talk to each other, you know, take some deep breaths. Man, I have seriously been so impressed by this team. It's tactics, spacing, trading, jiggle peeking.
Yeah.
Very impressive stuff from Furia here today.
To me, I mean, it's been a really great performance from them. They've shown a lot of great looks, as you said, different looks, adaptations, good mid-rounds calls where they've abandoned what they wanted to do, and quickly the whole team got on the same page about a mid-round switch-up. These kinds of things do indicate a really top-level team. And obviously we're at Champions, you expect that. But I think as you mentioned previously, we've known that the Brazilian region has a lot to offer.
There's nothing to talk
it got
about.
hyped up quite a lot at the beginning of Valorant and didn't necessarily deliver to the expectations that were set. They were set really high, but what we're seeing right now is a Brazilian team playing some fantastic high-level Valorant.
And I don't think you could make the argument that Furia looks like the more skilled team, which is even more of kind of a positive for their team, right? I would say Sentinels clearly has a skill advantage, but here we find ourselves deep in the 3rd map of this series. You know, an inexperienced team is putting up these numbers on Sentinels, and they're doing it tactically and the right way. They're not getting lucky. They put in the hard work to end up in this scenario.
Yeah.
What's your guys' favorite color? Mine's purple.
I, for one, hope that we get many more. I want to milk this series dry, Sean. Get those 3 rounds.
I'm not leaving. I'm not ending this tech pause.
And this is a game where they've been switching.
Black is a shit. Ooh, I like Cyan.
Cohesive team.
Thinking, we're just a couple. Haven, horrible.
the coffin.
Good point. Pistols. Here.
Yeah.
You have a
Coming to land.
And I'm a player for Sentinels.
Best approach for this, given
incredible series.
Yeah, all the art's been pretty in VR, and like that space is really challenging. I mean, just drawing in general, but you know what I mean.
Also different perspective, like I was saying.
Yeah.
'Cause you're actually like in your art.
Yeah, that's wild.
Of this current situation that they find themselves in, which is this extended comeback where any mistake, any one mistake for any single player could completely cost you the series.
Yeah, and that's what's so impressive by this team. That's what I mean, is they don't overextend. They don't make the mistakes that you would typically see in these inexperienced teams, especially when you play against a team like Sentinels, who punishes those mistakes, who has the aim to, capitalize on those inexperienced errors. That's why they don't lose to teams that are significantly worse than them. They only lose to the top teams in the world these days. Sentinels make sure that they don't get burned by silly things. So the teams that do beat them, they have to play an excellent
Earphones upside down.
That's what Furia's done here today.
No, when you wear earbuds, you want to wrap them around your ear rather than you don't. Okay, you guys might not know this, but when you wear earbuds, you don't just put them in your ear and let the cord dangle. You put them in you wrap them around your ear and then put it in from the top. Because if you do it the other way around, they dangle and they pull down. You don't want your earbuds pulling down with the weight of the cord, so you wrap it around your ear so it doesn't do that.
Back in and get back into this match, best of 3 between Furia from Brazil and Sentinels, the North American representatives. And my goodness,
The music will be upside down. Well, you don't fucking wrap and dangle, then go back up. You don't like actually go upside down. That's gonna feel really uncomfortable because that's not how the earbud's supposed to go in. You wrap it around, put it in normal position, and then it doesn't have all that weight of the cord going down. That's awesome, man. I go eat, come back, game's live, baby. I didn't miss a damn thing.
Except for the end of the game right now.
He doesn't spot anything. Trailblazer, that's going to spot 3 players.
What?
That spotted 3 players outside.
I don't know.
So they abort. No,
The fuck?
they keep going in.
I don't understand.
They're going to try to pitch
You
right
weren't
now,
supposed
but
to.
we
It didn't make sense.
Khalil in close. Oh, proximity.
Oh,
my
huge
God,
kill.
Still getting it though. Sick holding strong despite getting tapped there.
A little lucky, but hey.
Zika, still, Mazin,
They
backside,
fucking
goes
did
to
it,
the
baby!
Furia. Only one player left. NCR
Unless
versus 2.
NZR, Legend, 1v2, save the game.
Outside, spike down. They know
Play
where
of
he
the
is. They know where
game.
that drone came from. He's going to have to make this. Oh my
He's
God.
running! He's running! The fear! The literal fucking fear, man.
Sentinels
Oh, he was shook. You could just tell.
match up.